Welcome back to the channel. Should I get an Xbox Series X? I purchased an Xbox One X based on power. It ate monsters for breakfast. You saw the marketing campaign, and I thought that surely at this point Microsoft, from a first-party standpoint, was going to deliver the goods, and they didn't. I don't care about resolution increases or frame rate increases, but I do love the difference between generations when we talk about graphics, and I think most people have lost the plot when it comes to graphics. I'm talking about polygon count, people. I'm talking about PS1 level Lara Croft versus PS2, PS3, PS4 level Lara Croft. There was even an advertisement campaign for Angel of Darkness where Lara, the character model in the game, talked about her polygon count being much higher. Didn't have much to do with resolution or frame rate. Graphically though, utilizing that RAM to create bigger worlds, larger polygon counts, that's what I'm looking for. And it felt like, and it feels like, Microsoft is on this resolution and frame rate kick, and yes, graphics will increase somewhat, but if they're giving you higher resolution and higher frame rate, that's the only reason, that's the sole reason to buy a new generation console. After spending $500 for the Xbox One X and not getting what I thought I would get, the Xbox Series X comes along with the same marketing slogan. It eats monsters for breakfast, monsters who eat monsters. This one eats those monsters. I don't know. It's a lot of monster eating going on. But I decided, nope, I'm not going to spend $500 again, especially when you just discontinued the console 2 years later. I bought it. It's over. Red Dead Redemption 2 was the big star attraction for the Xbox One X. Wasn't enough for me, but then they announced the Xbox Series S, and I thought, you know what? I've got all these digital purchases, all these games. I do like the Xbox controller, and I'm a sucker when it comes to new generation, new hardware. So I'll get the Xbox Series S. And here's my thinking. Now, when the Xbox One X was around, it was the most powerful console, but they still had to work with the Xbox One, the big VCR, and the Xbox One S. So that held back the Xbox One X. Didn't hold back the Xbox One X in terms of higher resolution or higher frame rate, but they still had to work with the lowest common denominator in terms of RAM to create bigger worlds. The Xbox One X had much more RAM in it than the Xbox VCR or the Xbox One S. So you got essentially games cross-developed among, from a first-party standpoint, those three machines, but the higher resolution and the higher frame rate. Now, with the Xbox Series X, I want them to target this console if I purchase it. I know third parties are going to make great looking games, but from a first party standpoint, once Microsoft decides to stop focusing in on the original Xbox VCR and the Xbox One S, they're left with the Xbox Series S that they have to support. Does that mean that the Xbox Series X is never truly going to live up to its potential beyond just saying, hey, I have the highest resolution and the highest frame rate when it comes to third-party games? Now, with the PlayStation 5 digital, the PlayStation 5 physical, it's a PlayStation 5. Once they move on from the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro, they're going to develop solely for that hardware. There's no limitation, there's no lower end SKU in terms of RAM, CPU, GPU. So their first party games already look good. Horizon Forbidden West already looks better than most games out right now this generation. It looks better than Forza Horizon 5, even though Forza Horizon 5 is gorgeous. And to be fair, I haven't seen Microsoft's first party yet. So that's the question. Should I upgrade? I like it. I like the way it looks. I do want that higher end machine, but are they going to live up to the hype the way that they didn't when it comes to the Xbox One X? Is it an unfair criticism? I don't know, but the key question here is, should I get that Xbox Series X after having the Xbox Series S? And by the way, I love the Series S. Forza Horizon 5 looks phenomenal on the Series S, but I'm looking for Microsoft's first party to do something incredible. And are they going to be limited by that Xbox Series S in a way that Sony won't be, because the PlayStation 5 is the PlayStation 5, period. No lower end SKU. Kind of thinking I want that Series X, but I want some concrete examples as to why. Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the video. Think about sharing it out on your favorite social media platform of choice. Maybe subscribe to the channel It would help me immensely. We're approaching 300 subscribers. Cannot believe that's happening. At the very least, hit that like button. It'll help me grow the channel. See you in the next video.